Good evening and welcome to the Oliveboard platform. My name is Marut Sharma, your logical reasoning expert, and we are starting this new session, new series on coding decoding for SSC CGL Tier 2. Now, a lot of expectations for a lot of students that the questions will be very difficult, the level will be very high. Well, that's not the case which has been observed so far, and we'll keep our practice limited to that scope only. So you'll see that the question levels are quite decent, and they are all majorly from CHSL and CGL Tier 2 examinations of the previous year papers. So let's start. The very first question in front of you, answers in the chat box. Sagar has already given the answer. So now you'll see that today specifically you will not see any particular question of Chinese coding here. But you'll understand one thing, that in this question, when it is presented to you for the first time, you will read Kent and Bent and you will feel that this is most probably substitution coding. So you can verify that, okay. ENT is exclamation, exponent asterisk 7. But that is not the same order here for this ENT. That means this is not substitution. This is simple Chinese coding. How to approach this question? You need to find the code for B. So delete everything which is there in the word where B is not there. B is not in KENT. That means B can never be either of these. So delete them from the options. So we'll delete 9. We'll delete the exponent. We'll delete the asterisk and we'll delete the 7. 7 is not there. So whatever is left is the code for B. Option C is the right answer. And you'll see a lot of variations of this type in the Tier 2 set, both from CHSL and CGL, right? So this is serving a dual purpose basically. Next. Same logic. Same logic again. We need to find the code for 2. So what do? We pick up the word or number where 2 is not there. It's not there here. So we'll see IDOL. We will delete this from the options, right? We will delete I. D is not there. O and L. So whatever is left is the code for 2. So option C is the right answer. It's that simple. Same logic of Chinese coding you have to apply. Excellent, Sagar. Very good, beta. Okay. Next. Again, same principle. What is the code for L? So we will just pick up from phone, delete all these from the options. We'll delete 0. 9 is not there. We'll delete both the brackets. The code for L. See, there will just be some variations here and there to put you off track in coding decoding, because what SSC is doing is, for Tier 1, in fact, if you observe the previous year questions, they have actually given some very good level questions in 2021 and 2022. Okay, but in Tier 2, usually the questions are okayish coding decoding. Why? Because they have a lot of new topics, a lot of new ways to experiment and make reasoning difficult if they want to, right? So that is why they don't raise the bar a lot. Now out here, just a brief, minute confusion for you. A lot of students will associate this double T with double W and they'll think that something is being added by +3. But if you observe the order, B, U, T, R is not satisfying anywhere. Not that. Always remember, follow coding decoding with an algorithm. What is an algorithm? You have to have your set logics in mind, that how will you proceed. So first you will always check with corresponding. For letter to letter coding, first check for corresponding. So B and C +1, 2 and W 21 23 is +2, P and W 20 23 is +3, E and S is -1, E and C is -2, and R and O is -3. So the logic is +1 +2 +3 followed by -1 -2 -3. This is the logic. How did you figure it out? Just simply by checking the corresponding letters. Okay. So what is the code for latent? Okay. Look at the options. Now the options will also help you. First letter is not required. Don't waste your time. Second letter is there. Any letters which are completely different? No, they are not. There are repetitions, so you'll have to check 2 letters at least. So 1 plus 2 is 3 and 20 plus 3 is, so MCW. First 3 letters, we still have 2 options to go. MCWD, let it be. And the next one will give us our answer. 14 minus 2 is L. MCWDL option is the correct answer. Cool. Next. Again, same type, same question. Card is coded as this, serve is coded as this, pack is coded as this. What is the code for D? Again, just confirm it once that hopefully this is not substitution coding. Okay. If you observe it that way, is what do you see? R is common here at the third position. R is common here. We have 5 here and 5 here. Okay, this can be. So PACK. So A and C are 4 and 9, but A and C are 3 and 7 here. So no, that's not true. Not substitution. Right? It's again the same thing only. Wherever D is not coming, serve 1, 2, 5, 6, pack 8, 4, 9, 7. Delete them from the options because this can never be D. So 1, 2, 5, 6. That's it. Only 5 is going from here. The next one is 8, 4, 9, 7. So 8, 4, 9, 7. So we are left with 3. 3 is the code for is the right answer. Remember, this is only applicable if whatever they have asked you is a single entity, either single word, single letter, etc. And you have 4 distinct options given here. If you have an option something like cannot be determined, none of these, okay, data inadequate, then you will have to check it one by one. Okay, next. Interesting. It's a very unique question. They are not directly related to what you will observe here. I will write retail here, R-E-T. I will write F. Okay, you can write their place values. So this is 18, 5, 21, 12, 6, 14. Why did we do that? Because it's not directly related. You have to look for some logic. So if you go like this, no direct relation. If you go like this, cross, no direct relation. If you go half cross, also no direct relation. Okay. Anything else which we can think of? No. Even if we arrange it in ascending or descending order, that's not going to help us out. Okay. So what else can we do? So we can look at, we can take the reverse place value. What is the reverse place value for R? Reverse place value for R is the reverse letter for R. Let's take the reverse place value. So this is 18, so this is 9. Okay, and we'll subtract 9 and 3. We'll get 6. Okay, for here, we'll take the reverse as 22. Subtract 22 and 14, that is 8. Okay, to get 14. We are going reverse, we are subtracting 3. We are going reverse, we are subtracting 8. We are going reverse now, 7, and we are adding 10 to it. Get 7. Right? The problem is, this is not giving us any definite logic. Not giving us any definite logic. But if we just check this one out again, A's reverse is 26, minus 3 is 23. I's reverse is 18, 18 minus 8, 10. And L's reverse is 15, 15 plus 10 is 25. That means whatever is happening in the first three letters is just reciprocated or repeated in the next three letters. That is something, that is like a logic which you can catch hold of. Maybe the purpose was something else, but this is one of the options which helps us out to actually solve the question. Right? So now we'll have to confirm for the others also. We'll confirm for police. OLIC. And the next is NHJU. 15, 15, 12, 9, 5, 14, 8, 10, 1, 20. Again, this is reverse. Reverse is 13. Sorry, reverse is 11 plus 3. Different from what happened here. It's not exactly repeating. Okay. Next. Reverse 12 plus 4. Next. Reverse 15 minus 5. Now repeat this here. These three sets. Obviously, you were bound to leave this question in the examination. 9 reverse is 18. 18 plus 3 is 21. 3 reverse is 24. 24 plus 4. 24 minus 4. 4 minus 4. 20. 3 reverse is 22. Minus 5 is. So now we'll verify for the first three letters for harbor. HAROR. We have GT for sure. First two letters are G and T. That same thing will be repeated for B and O. Okay, so what exactly is happening here is this is 8, this is 1, and this is 7, and this is 20. 8 reverse is 19. Correct? 19 minus 12 is B reverse is Y, that is 25. 25 minus 12 is 30. Start with. Do we start with an M? To have an M at this M. These two options will be deleted. Okay, and the next one will give us our answer. So 1 reverse is 26. 6 minus 6 3. Similarly, O reverse is 12. 12 minus 6 6. I know this seems bizarre, but this is one way how we can get our correct answer. There may be other methods. I am not against them, but this is how we can approach it. Yeah, exactly. So why are they giving such questions? Again, to put you off track when you're actually in an examination. Just imagine you're actually sitting in a tier 2 exam, okay, and you come across this question. So what will you do? You'll panic. You'll waste your time. For me out here, it is to explain it to you that these are also the kind of questions which can be asked. But for your end, you have to understand, if during an examination you come across this, just drop it and move ahead. 25-30 seconds tops max. Within that time, you'll have to realize whether you'll be able to solve it or not. If not, just move ahead. Wasting time on this one question is going to cost you in other questions in future, right? It's a very simple process, but a lot of us can't do that. This is a very common logic of SSC, especially in CHSL. They have asked almost every year. Separate question based on the same logic. Okay. If I am writing gate here, G, A, writing J, O, F. First, what we'll do is we'll try 7 plus 3, 10. But 1 and 15, no logic. Then you'll see 1 and 2. So you'll imagine, okay, is this going at the back? So this 7 and 6 minus 1 plus 1. But that's also not making any sense whatsoever. Okay. Crisscross, if you see, again, can you find anything in the crisscross? So we'll just write it down. We'll write 7, 1, 25. Okay. 10, 15, 6. Now see if, can we find something in the crisscross version? We have 4, either they will be crossing within each other. Okay. It's here. 7 minus 5 is 1 plus 5. 20 minus 5 is 10. 5 plus. Cool. The next one is milk. M-I-N-K. No logic of vowel consonant, is it? Yeah, maybe. Or consonant subtracted by 5 and vowels added by 5. Can that be true? We'll have to check it out. So K should be, we'll just try with K. 11 plus 5 is 16. Yes. Yes, yes. Not about vowel consonants, it's about alternate. Right? 11 plus 5, start with 16. 12 minus 5 is 7. With PG, we have only one option. Okay, very common logic. The problem is, despite being very common and very easy, it's difficult to figure out if you're actually sitting in the exam. See, whenever you're coding from number, letter to number, always a new algorithm will be formed. First, you will try to take the sum of the place values, then the sum of reverse place values, right? Then probably the difference of vowels and consonants separately, or even place and odd places, double digits and single digits, something of that sort, right? So that's how you will one by one check the option. So first thing, even if you think that 80 is not possible by adding the regular numbers, still you try it with normal place values. 16, 1, 9, 14, 20. What do you get if you add this? You get 9 plus 1, 10. 16, 14 is 30. 30, 30, 60. Now 60, 80 is too far. Adding 20 units does not seem to be very logical. We'll try it here. 4, 18, 15, 60. Okay, so that's 22 and 31. 20 and 50. That's closer. But again, there's no logic here whatsoever. The next logic is you take the reverse. Now a lot of people, what they do is, if the sum was 60 here, to find the reverse sum, what they do is, they will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They will multiply 27 and 5, subtract 60 from it to get the reverse sum. You can do that, but that is not a short trick. That is not some magical short trick. What is that exactly is, you're taking the reverse place value. So 11, this is 16, so we'll get 11. 1, so you'll get 26. 9, so you'll get 18. 14, so you will get 13, and this 20, so you will get 7. Each one you're subtracting from 27 and then you're adding. One and the same thing only. Okay. So this one will be 26 and 11 is 37. 37 plus 13 is 50. 50 and 25 is 75. Okay. And 75 plus 5 will give us 80. Why 5? 5 letters. Possible. Okay. So this is 23, 9, 12, 11. Add them. Get 55. 55 plus 4, 9. Why? Because 4 letters. Okay. So now what's the code for market? Market will be 14, 6, 9 plus 6. So 14, 26 is 40, 40, 9 is 5, so 65, 65, 7, 4 plus 6. What is my answer? Option. Word clock is written as 4, 13, 17, 4, 12. LO. plus 1, 12 plus 1 plus 2, 1 plus 1. What is the code for phone? Okay. Not about vowel or consonant, it's just about the middle letter here. So this is 17, 9, 17, 15, 17, 9, 17, 15. What is the learning from here? The only learning is sometimes in haste, we just check 2 or 3 letters in the beginning and then we deduce that this is the code and then we apply it here. Refrain from that. Whenever whatever is given to you, no matter how much time it takes, first always check that thoroughly, completely, so that you can save time here in the options. That. Next. Compact is DQ and RBS. So plus 1, 13 plus 2, 13 plus 1, 13 plus 2, 1 plus 1. Okay. Sony is the same. Just quickly confirm it. What will be the code for Motorola? No vowel consonant, right? Plus 1. We start with plus 1. Plus 2. Cool. Next. Again, we'll quickly check it first. 3, 50, 8 and 30. Four, 9, 8, 8, 40, 1. Because they are all of close examinations, so the logics are more or less the same. Start is coded as 90, so what will be the code for sim? S, 724 plus 3. Even if it is similar when you are practicing, make sure you do it so that at least your calculation will be practiced. I think let's start right away with that one, because I'm very sure it's the same logic. R, 36, 14 is 40 and 9 is 40, 30, 72. 06 plus 3. What will be the code for Punjab? Look at the spelling. Sometimes they change the spelling of Punjab. Okay. Currently they are writing this, the normal spelling. Sometimes they replace the U with A. They do that. The question. So be ready for incorrect spellings also, because your coding has to be with respect to what is given, not with respect to what you know. So this is 7, 6, 13. 17 and 30. 8 plus 6. I think from the front you can't find anything. 16 and 7 is not making sense, but 16 and 18 is making sense. 12 and 14 is 21, 23 plus 13, 15 plus 1, 3 plus 2, 9 plus 5, 7. We are just flipping and writing plus 2. Very easy logic. For tribal, R, I, A, flip, write plus. Okay, so definitely N, C will be there. At the third position, you will have B plus 2. 1, this is 1. At the fourth position, you have 9 plus 2, 11. Also the So what is the code for control? Well, 30, 5, 20. 5 and 20. Plus 3. If we try with the same method, I don't think that's going to work. 6. 1, 19 and 11. Multiplied by 2 is 6. Try. 1 plus 20. Next. See, just close observation is going to give you a good hint at what exactly probably is being done. If you observe, you will see that table is just flipped like this. L, this B is flipped, rest everything is. String is also flipped. S, W, I, G. I is flipped, rest everything. So for the code of frame, we will have to have F, R, M. A will not be there in the middle. F, R, and so it will start with EM. Gone, this is gone, and in RF. Okay. Now we are only bothered about the central letter. What exactly is happening here? So this B and E plus 2.5. So plus I and L again plus 3. Okay. Same. A plus 3 is what? D. It is EM DRF. DRF option B. How you decode it, the order in which you start decoding is how it's going to help you out. See, I can see one thing here, even if you observe it very carefully. So P plus 2 minus 2 is 14, but 12 and 18 is plus 6 plus 3, not making any sense. Okay, even if from the end it's not making sense, but in crisscross it is making sense right away, even if you see it carefully, L, A, N, T, N, R, T. It's a 5-letter word, so it has to be broken down like this: crossed here, and the same. If you observe, 16, 18 plus 2, 12, 14 plus 2, 1, 1, 4 plus 3, 14, 16 plus 2, 22. The logic, isn't it? Can we apply this here? You'll have to confirm this one. So 19, 21 plus 2, 3, 5 plus 2 plus 3, in plus 2, 5 plus 2. Perfect. This is working. So what will be the code for grind? R, I. So first letter itself will give the answer. Starting with T, we have only one option. So option A. What similar to the initial question. Seal is 9476, lame is 8694. What is the code for M? M, we will delete those letters which are not coming. Here M is not coming. 9476. 9476. Code for M. It was also asked in tier 1. Can you see that? Similar question in tier 2. So they don't change the level of coding decoding a lot in tier 1 and tier 2. It's almost at par. You just have to continue your practice. Just that, have a good exposure of exams around you, because sometimes they might just throw a version which is not usually asked, like what usually happened in IB ACIO. In IB ACIO, they give you a match the following option, which was there in the in last week's tier 2 mock also, right? Just keep practicing those variations whenever you come across any other exam, a parallel exam. That's the max which they can change. Otherwise, it's going to stay in that limit. See, now here what tricks can help you out? It is, see, MANAG is helping out here, but if you observe it from the end, MANAG, okay, it does help. We'll just flip M and just check. So 13 plus 3 is 16, 1 plus 3 is 4, 14 plus 3 is 17, 1 plus 3 is 4, 7 plus 3 is 10, and 5 plus 3. We're just flipping and adding 3. Okay, what will be the code for policy? OLIC, add 3. 25 plus 3 is 8. That is starting with option D is the correct. Okay. It's also easy. 16, 17 plus 1, 1 plus 1. Suppose for IJ, one option which starts with, be confident, okay? Don't waste time on looking at the whole thing, the exam, right? A lot of flickering in the screen today. No? Now, curd is written as this. So, you will see that the last two are R and D. So, this R and D. Okay, C is also here. For you, it is 42. 42 is simple, that 21, double of 21. So, can we conclude that vowels are being multiplied by 2 and consonants are as it is? Okay, this is the same thing is happening here. B, R, E, A, D. Okay, so what is the code for butter? So, it is B2 4220201018. Obviously, you didn't have to find the whole. Now, dictator is written as this. So, it's simply movement pattern. But what is the movement pattern? The pattern is very easy. Except for the first letter, everything else is just flipped. That's simple. Okay, so what's the code for condemn? So, except for the first letter, everything will be flipped. So, it is ENM. Okay. EDU is written as 40, HXO is 34, then how will BMW be written? So we just quickly add 16, 4 and 1. 41. 41 and 40. So minus 1. Okay, that might be what is coming to your head. But if you just check it here, 8, 24, 50. Same is not happening here. Okay, 32 and 15 minus 1 is not the answer. What is the other option? Reverse it. 11, 23, 6. 3 plus 11 is 34 plus 6 is 40. Just reverse place value. 19, 12. Similarly, for BMW, it will be 5, 18 and 25 is 43. Check is written as this, so H double, H is double, same, they are the same, or double, sorry. Can we say consonants are doubled and vowels are same this time? Yes, logic. Confirm it here. Consonant is doubled, yes, vowel is the same, consonant is double, vowel is the same. Correct. Working. So consonant is double, so we have 32 are gone, 36, I is 9, 5, T, last it is T, has to be doubled, so 40 is not there only. What is the code for W? Again, Chinese coding. So W is not here, so we'll just cancel 7569 from the options. 7569 gone. R is written as this, gift is written. The problem is our mindset is not going to fall there right away unless we are in good practice. You're going to think with a lot of things. For example, S and 8, you're going to think that this is a reverse. But then you'll observe G and 0. That's not how it works. Okay. Also, 0 being coded for a single letter has never happened. That means something else is happening. So S, what else can we do? 81, can we pick up the first two letters, 81? But why would they write 0, 2 and not 2 instead? That's also not. 0 is separate. Then when you observe it from the end, when you realize that S means 19, E means 20, A means 1, R means 8. They are flipped the place values also. Okay. G means 7, I means 9, F means. What is the code for doll? So it is O 121514 of DV. Number of letters and number and the digits are not matching. Okay. Last digit. Always observe the last two digits. Sometimes that's going to help. 0 is never going to come alone. So 2 is 20. B is 25. B and C will be 5 and 6. What are we doing? We are simply adding 3 here. Okay. F plus 3, R plus 3, A plus 3, plus 3. What is the code for EHLP? So 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 3, 11. 12 plus 3, 8 triple 1, 519. Option. Of course, you could have just found out the last one and given this as the correct. But that is, those gimmicks are for examination. Exactly. Right, Sagar. Risk is written as this, modes is written as this, how will wager be written? Something similar to what we have done in the past. See, F and 20, 620 not related, 670 not related. This cross we have to go. F R I S. 5 letters, so break. Check. 8 plus 2 plus 2. 9, 12 plus 3. 19, 17 minus 2. 7, 9 minus 2. No problem. Still works. Let's check for wager. W A R plus 2. First two letters. First is C only. Second is W plus 3. Z. With C, Z. Oh, there's. Sorry, W plus 2. Pi. With C, pi, we have two options. Third one is J only. Okay. Then we have C by J. Okay. Option C. Now, rose is 228, tulip is 390. That means the values are definitely somewhere multiplied. Otherwise, just by addition, you're not going to get this. So, if we just check 18, 5, just check 18, 19, 37, 37 and 27. With what do we multiply? 4, 228. And why 4? Probably because number of letters. Let's confirm. So, 20, 1, 12, 9. 21, 9 is 30. 12, 16 is 28. So, 58 and 20, 78. 78 into 5 is 390. We know that. Why? Because half of 78 is 30. 5 letters. So got the logic. So what is the code for lotus? L O. How many letters? 5 letters. 27. And 47, 87 into 5. Half of 80. 435. Okay. Last question for the session. Very interesting. Sometimes, no matter how you approach a particular question, it's not going to help you out. Now, public is written as this, right? P L I T. You will see that, okay, plus 4, but 21 and not making. In cross also, it's not making sense. Then in crisscross, it is not making sense. Either like this or like this. So now what? Ascending order, but that is also not making. Start with B, but that is not going to go. Ascending order, the largest one is 2. Okay, minus 1, then I, no sense. What else? So let's figure out, like analogy. Let's see what exactly is happening. Say this is plus 4. About this 29 and 25, this is actually minus. And now if you see, this letter is the same here and this same here. Okay. And what about this? And 9, so this is plus 7. 12 and 5, this is. Just try and reciprocate this, the other one. What will be the code for direct? I, R. Number of letters are the same. Okay. Plus 4. D plus 4 is H. Minus 4. Do we have a letter starting with H, ending with P? Yes, we have 2 of them. Perfect. Next is this C will go here as it is, this I will go here as it is. So this HC front and IP. Option A is the right answer. We have our answer. But for the sake of it, we'll complete the rest of it also. Plus 7. 5 minus 7 or 31 minus 7 is 24. X plus 7. HCXY. Oh, sorry. Not cross. Going straight. Plus 3. 12 plus 3. 5 minus. Wonderful question. Okay, just go with the flow. You'll have to understand this is also a possible logic for you. Go with the flow. Right? Just keep looking at what are the arrangements. Just repeat those arrangements on your question word and get your answers. So in your algorithm, this should also find a place. I'll end the session here today, guys. Just some random questions of Tier 2 CHSL CGL and some of CGL Tier 1 CHSL Tier 1 also, just to give you a rough brief exposure of what sort of questions you can expect in your examination. your preparation, your practice has to be built on this level. Thank you so much for joining live, guys. I'll take your leave now. Bye bye. Namaskar. Jai Hind.